Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball. No Trevor today. He's sick, but a lot of trades and other injuries around the league. Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball. My name is Jimmy. His name is Jake. We got BBD coming to you from behind the dish. And we're presented by SeatGeek. As I said, no Trevor today. He's not feeling well. Wish him well. Give him your well wishes. Opening day week is here and Trev's down. Bad. He wanted to come on. I was looking at him. I said, I think you should just rest. You look sick. Jake, are you sick?
I am not. James, BBD, Trev, miss you. Everyone live in the chat. Happy opening week of baseball. Can you believe it? Kind of doesn't feel real after having mentally prepared myself for basically baseball to start in June, July this year. Here we are. A week delayed from what was normally planned. Pretty goddamn ridiculous. And yeah, Trev's belly is acting up. Oh, his belly. So, if you tweet at him today, wish him some well wishes. But I'm excited, man. And the juice is still flowing between some young guys getting the call on opening day, which is so ridiculous that we have to have conversations about that, letting the best young players play. And yeah, dude, a couple impactful trades, a couple trades on like contending teams as we sneak up to opening day, and we're getting rumors of who's in starting lineups, who's not. All of the fun stuff is creeping up, which will lead to games on Thursday. And we'll be live streaming from our lounge Thursday if you're looking for some friends to watch the games with during the day. So I'm doing well. Just ordered a salad. How are you?
I'm good, man. Doing well. Over the weekend, we had the new crew come in and redo cameras, mics, everything in here. So still in the middle of that. And some people on YouTube are saying that we sound good, but the picture's odd. And we haven't fully adjusted the color of the cameras. So we look. Yeah. It's in honor of Trev. We look sickly.
Yeah.
In honor of him.
I was rolling so good, too. I had that Arizona tan. And the lights were popping, and like Jakey Paisan was out. Now I'm sick, Jake, for Trev.
It is funny.
I love you, Trev.
How much cameras can do that?
God, I miss you.
You were looking so nice.
I was so...
Well, what I'm seeing is nice, but the cameras just took it away. The settings will be back. We'll figure.
Sometimes I need that. Sometimes
they're trying to fix up the stream lounge too, because we're going to be streaming all of opening day.
Yep.
There might be some rainouts. Anyway, yeah. A lot of big baseball news, man. A lot of big news at the deadline. 3-week spring training, and a lot of people towards the end of it with injuries and other stuff were like, oh, shit, we should make a move. I think we have 3 trades that are 1-for-1s with no money or prospects involved.
Yeah.
It's very rare, but like that's the type of deals that they're doing right now, because they're like, we just need to make this deal.
Man.
Like, please make this simple. Just a 1-for-1, no money, no prospects. Do this with us.
I know it's crazy. Like, to be in the room for that Dodgers-White Sox one, I would love to hear those combos. How was that game at Chicken Go? Because, the other ones are a little smaller. But, I mean, those are 1-for-1 impact players.
I have an honest question.
Okay.
Do you think that White Sox-Dodgers trade, and we'll get more into this as we go,
Sure.
Do you think that White Sox-Dodgers trade happens if they don't share a facility? One of those teams probably wanted to make the trade more than the others, or initiated it.
Right.
And if they shared the facility with the Brewers, is there a trade to be made there? Where Pollock's going there and someone else is going, relievers.
How about
going
this?
back?
It had to be an Arizona League team.
Okay.
Because they had to see them.
Because that's a big trade.
To see them.
You need to be like nudging a lot of times. I honestly do think the proximity location helped.
I mean, again, that's where I'd love the conversation, like, because someone said, Pollock and prospects for Kimbrel, or someone said Kimbrel and prospects for Pollock, and then somehow they just said, let's do it. And I hope, my dream is one of the GMs from the start, like these conversations have been happening for 2 months, and one of them was just like, hey, when you're ready to do Kimbrel straight up, like, I'll be here. And then it finally happened. That's my dream.
It is another Trader Joe's trade.
Yeah.
Joe's McFly met AJ Pollock.
God.
May have locked eyes with Kimbrel. Nuts.
Leave people alone, Joes.
Kimbrel did walk past us. He was yelling about something, like jokingly. Remember?
Stay away from me, McFly.
Stay away from me. He had just finished. He was doing something animated. I forget what it was. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about. First, I got to tell you about the Topps Bunt app, the official trading card of Major League Baseball. It's back for the 2022 season. Collect and trade your favorite players from across the league with baseball fans around the world. New packs available every day featuring brand new content, original artwork, and classic Topps card designs. Bring your card collection to life by setting lineups using cards in real time, scoring fantasy contests. For more info, download the free Topps Bunt app by clicking the link in the description or visiting the App Store or Google Play.
I'm opening the app, as we traditionally do with the Topps Bunt app.
Yep. And what
I'm
are you
going to
finding?
open one card, and it's going to dictate the entire episode.
Okay, open it up.
Opening a mystery box. The first,
What'd you get?
Luis Robert.
Robert. White Sox put out a pronunciation guide of all their players, which is awesome. Every team should do that. But to the team who does it next, use a microphone.
Yeah.
Because you go to play it and it's like, Luis Robert. It's like almost as unhelpful
well, they had
as
Daffy
it is helpful.
Duck do it. That was.
It's so loud.
Oh.
And it's not Robert. It's kind of like Rabba. No T. There's definitely no T.
Robert.
Luis Rabba. Luis Rabba.
So do we start with the White Sox now? We kind of already have.
I'm sure. I don't care.
Got to. If you don't know, the conversation we had leading into the Topps Bunt 22 app read, and then me getting Luis Robert. Craig Kimbrel, Dirty Craig. Closer / alternate closer with Liam Hendricks in the White Sox bullpen. Was traded to the Dodgers for AJ Pollock. Somewhat of a bonus piece for the Dodgers. When you say that and you look at AJ Pollock's stats for the last 2 years, it should make you sick because he would be the best hitter on a few teams in baseball. And I mean, like Jimmy was saying, a heads-up trade. The money is pretty similar when you factor in AJ Pollock's options for the next year. $10 million player option, $5 million buyout. Jim, I don't know where you stand on it. I'll throw it out there. I love it. White Sox had a position of strength with their pitching. Dodgers had a position of strength with their offense. And now you kind of flip the script on each other. I like the Dodgers bullpen a lot more than I did. I like the White Sox lineup actually a lot more than I did. If you listen to our TPP, they were a little shallow on the back end. Pollock ends that. Like, they are stacked.
I like it more for the Dodgers because I think the Dodgers are better, and I think they got better. Like, I think their position of need is more than like Pollock was extra. They were
Their
trying
need
to trade
was bigger.
They were trying, like, Pollock was he even in the starting lineup for them? Like, probably platoons or something.
His numbers the last 2 years.
I understand they're like the same as Mookie Betts since 2019, but they were, even with crazy numbers, they were platooning him at one point. Like, their lineup didn't get the White Sox bullpen got worse. The Dodgers lineup in some ways stayed the same. And I think they were trying to move him anyway. I mean, it's a great move for the White Sox as well. But I think they lost more.
Both were dealing from positions of depth for sure.
Yes.
What their teams had. Yeah, I guess when I actually saw Pollock's numbers, and I'm a little too close to this situation, Connecticut guy, me and Big Mike, mutual
friend of the
friends.
show, asked to come on the show. Pollock,
yes,
after they won the World
right
Series.
After the World Series, really cool.
Said he wanted to do one show and it was ours, so it was nice of him.
And those stats are silly. So, yeah, I mean, whether it's You know, the Cody Bellinger question was going to get answered at some point this year. We'll see what happens. Gavin Lux getting full run. You know, what A.J. Pollock did for that team was a level of stability and like studness the past 2 years. That at some point I think the Dodgers will feel that this season. And I really do like it for the White Sox because, you know, their pitching gets a lot of hubbub, especially in the American League. The White Sox pitching compared to American League teams is pretty elite. That their lineup, they had a spot in the outfield. Those bottom 3 spots like stood out that it was like, White Sox, kind of what are you doing? That now their 1 through 7 is really, really good. So I like it both ways. The part that does hurt, and it kind of, I don't want to say got swept under the table, part of the White Sox strength in that bullpen was also Garrett Crochet out for the year.
Well, I mean, the White Sox, they made the backup catcher trade as well, and then they had the injuries. I mean, he's out for the year.
Yeah.
Lynn is out for the Lynn stuff. Actually, doesn't concern me that
No,
much.
I mean that's every pitcher is going to miss a little bit of time. Lance and that powerful knee is just going to rest up for the regular season. But yeah, I mean Crochet, TJ out for the year. Like Lance Lynn will be back at some point. But yeah, I mean in one swift move, the White Sox lost Kimbrel, which, you know, 8th or 9th inning. You lost Crochet, 6th or 7th. Your bullpen got a little thinner today. So it'll be something to see as the season goes. Like Joe Kelly is going to start the year on the IL. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they still Hendricks, Graveman, Bummer is a really good 3. Never mind before you get to some of the other guys. But their strength isn't as strengthy as it was a strength.
No. And, well, mostly the Lance Lynn stuff stinks because I love Lance Lynn.
Hot.
But, I mean, they're saying that he's might be back in 4 weeks. If that's the case.
Feels like the type of injury that, like, if playoffs were on the horizon, they'd have a different timeline for him. Like, take your time. It's April.
Starting pitcher missing 4 weeks is 5 starts. Yeah, so in the end, it's like, especially in April. I mean, if you have setbacks and it continues and all that stinks. But there's a lane real easily where you're like, whatever. You missed
4 weeks.
April.
4 weeks now or 4 weeks in October, you know?
So this comes down to like the World Series, Kimbrel versus Pollock.
Right.
I think I said that on the TPP.
Yeah.
So
comes out tomorrow.
Those come out tomorrow. So
Teaser.
I said that on the TPP as well as right now, and I forgot that I'd said it already.
Dodgers bullpen really does take a step. Kimbrel, Trinan, Hudson, Brewstar with their lefties mixed in. Adding that extra layer is should be huge for them come the postseason. Like Kenley was kind of always there. I know Dodgers fans had a love-hate thing going, but he was.
Yeah, I mean, and they got Chris Taylor and Mookie Betts in the corners. So
Mookie Betts.
Pollock's really good. The Dodgers had a lot of depth.
Their depth now, I don't know. Listen to the TPP. Comes out tomorrow.
Okay, comes out tomorrow. The White Sox, since we're doing them, they also traded their backup catcher.
Yeah, a couple backup lefty catchers swapped.
A straight-up swap for backup lefty catchers. That's a really interesting trade. Reese McGuire and why am I blanking on his name? I can pull it up right now.
Reese McGuire and
Zach
Collins.
The Blue Jays always have I think the Blue Jays ran with 3 catchers on their lineup last year. So they could be doing that again. They probably think they can tap into something in Zach Collins and then maybe flip him again or flip one of the catchers again. People always need catchers. The White Sox, what's their reason for doing this?
I don't know.
Pretty rare.
I think they get a defensive upgrade. Like Zach Collins is listed as a catcher first baseman type. I think there's people that think he can hit. He had a 330 on base last year. The other numbers are kind of So I think with Yasmani Grandal, who's going to play, the majority of the starts at catcher for the White Sox, I think his defensive stats are and I think who they got McGuire. I think he plays good defense. So I think that's it. And like you're saying, the Blue Jays now have a funny rotation of catchers between Danny Jansen, Alejandro Kirk, and Zach Collins, if he's on the opening day roster or not.
Oh, Collins has an option and McGuire doesn't. So the Blue Jays had 3 catchers and 1 didn't have an option. So they needed to trade him. It's funny they got a backup catcher back, but it's a DH/backup catcher / he's got an option. He can go to AAA. So that's a bizarre trade because it like just makes sense, but usually you don't trade the same position.
Same as same.
For the same position. They just traded an option. They just traded for an option.
Could be huge.
Yeah, it could be. It's just interesting one.
I think the trade that more people probably want to hear about is Sean Manaea. How much have we talked about him and Montes, some of the last remaining Oakland A's? Sean Manaea, the sweepstakes is over. He lands in San Diego with the Padres for their 12th and 26th prospect, respectively. And for his last year of his contract, he goes over to San Diego and joins a rotation that was already pretty strong. And I mean, with the Clevenger, he will start the year on the IL, and he's coming off TJ anyway, so they'll probably take things slow with him. They add another arms in NL West that is going to be a beast of a season. So, Jimbo?
This trade reminds me of the trades from the 2019 and prior, or 2018 and prior, where it was always like the return's always less. The return that was the thing in 17, 18, and I think maybe the trade deadline in 19 changed it. I'm not sure, but the last 2 years the return have been a lot, and they've been like big trades. What maybe the Kelnick and the Clevenger trade like kind of changed, and the Bauer trade like changed all those, but for a while it was trade's always less. The return is always less than you dream up, and people were dreaming up much bigger returns than we got here for Manaea, who's on a 1-year deal. The analytics don't like him, but he always gets you a winning effort when he's healthy and all that. I think that was my first reaction. I was like, this was the return? And that's how I always felt a couple years ago on returns.
Yeah,
they've been on a run of big return trades.
They've done the caliber of player has really swung the pendulum. Like if there was a bell curve, like Trey Turner and Max Scherzer last year, 2 of the most elite players in the world, they got real prospects. They got dudes who are ready to play and legit high-ranked prospects. You're right. I mean, Manaea, and this is what every fan base does, is like, oh my, we could have got this guy. And that doesn't always work because your team's 12th and 26th prospect might not be as highly rated as theirs 12th and 26th prospect. And
those are just
most
numbers.
Importantly, the other team needs to want him. The Oakland A's, who were in control of this, and they had to be talking to everyone. The Minnesota Twins, the Yankees, whatever team you like, they were talking to them. And guess what? They liked the prospects they got back from the Padres. So that's being a GM. They don't care about rankings. They care about players they like. I'm sure Farm to Fame is going to be talking about the prospects this week. Go tune into them and check that out. For the Padres, again, their TPP comes out tomorrow. A little marketing here with the West Coast teams, the NL West. I like it for them. I think their starting pitching, has some high-end ceiling. Even the floor, it ain't really bad. It's just a question of who's gonna do it. If you're a Darvish, a Musgrove, a Manaea, a Snell person, kind of pick your flavor of ice cream. I think a couple of those guys clicked this year, and man, if Manaea, here's a guy that's projected to give you 175 innings with a 3.7 ERA. Like, goddamn, every pitching staff could use that. So, it's just kind of how are they going to measure up to the Giants and Dodgers before they get Nando back?
Padres also, they had to put Clevenger on the IL, and I think they knew that before this trade. Everyone thought it was like adding, and I think it was more of a replacing situation temporarily. I don't know how long Clev's going to be out, but I feel bad for him. That stinks.
Knee soreness, so luckily it's not arm or shoulder stuff.
Yeah.
That would be a lot scarier.
So they've made some moves now. They got Luke Voigt, they got Manaea, and they're still, like always, trying to trade Hosmer. Just forever and always. They'll be trying to trade him, I guess.
Yeah, big Mets rumors.
Paddock.
They're yeah, man, there's gonna be more Eric Hosmer rumors. It's kind of a funky situation, man. And yeah, I mean, I bet they're still on the phones. Like, would it be out of the realm that something breaks in the next couple of hours? I don't think so. I think after those next couple of hours, Eric Hosmer will be in and on the team. But yeah, the Padres aren't done. Like, they've become kind of the new Seattle Mariners in a way. They trade. They will trade, and you're right, Jim. There's guys like Paddock. There's guys like Ryan Weathers. Like, they have some young pitching options that this is the year they were supposed to be all in for. This is why they got Clevenger and Snell. So I think they're waiting and ready to keep moving those chips in. It's just they got, as of last year, they had 2 big bad wolves in their division that with Fernando out, it's talk about a team that circled the start of their season, because if they don't get it going, I don't know what you do.
Can you name the 5 starters that the A's are going to start with?
The 5 starting pitchers. There's Montes.
Yes, he's getting the ball on opening day.
Swervin Irvin.
Yes.
Our guy.
Yes.
Is Cap's hurt?
Yes, he's on the IL, so he doesn't count. So you have 2.
Okay, that's a half point, though.
No.
It would be there.
If you counted, I wouldn't have done the question. It wouldn't have been as fun.
Starting pitchers for the Oakland Athletics. Irvin, blah, blah, blah.
You got 2. There's 3 left.
Yusmeiro Petit's
Well, there's actually like
never been a
4
starter.
that might be getting it.
Who else we got? Who else?
Dalton Jeffries.
I like Dalton Jeffries.
Paul Blackburn.
Not a big PB guy yet.
Adam Aller.
Excuse me?
Adam Aller.
Adam Aller. Too many vowels, though. He knows that.
Zach Logue.
Ooh. Also too many vowels in a different way.
Yeah. So that's the A's.
Don't hate that top 3.
Montes, just trade him.
Oh, they're saying they're going to go 4-man rotation to start.
Do they have off days?
Love that. Get healthy, Cap.
Just got to have off days, right?
My guy.
What was their rotation 2 years ago?
Tough game.
They were so excited.
Bassett, Montes, Manaea, someone else.
Luzardo. Birch Smith.
We don't Birch Smith before the season.
Where's he at, though?
We don't Birch Smith before the season. We should just finish off trades because
Japan.
There's
Birch Smith is in Japan.
and now
Sable
it's
Lions.
obvious.
How many conversions do you think he's racked up?
Miguel Castro traded for Joely Rodriguez, a little lefty-righty action. Quick Yankee review, and we'll talk about it on Talkin' Yanks tomorrow. Castro's got more high-end potential than Joely, so I think we like that. The Mets needed a lefty in their bullpen. Joely's really good against lefties, not so hot against righties as of now. So both sides are kind of excited. Yankee fans a little more excited. There's more potential there.
It's the same thing. It's the money's the same. The years are the same. And it's a reliever for a reliever.
I think
baseball's doing weird stuff.
The
right
Mets
now.
are scratching more of a need, where the Yankees are scratching more talent potential. I think that's kind of the consensus.
Yeah, they have like 4 lefties.
And I think the Yankees also they've shown they now have a type with their bullpen, because I think Castro, Hoodie Glaber tweeted they have 4 of the top 20 ground ball relievers from last year. So they have a type now.
Slider.
Prioritize defense this offseason, so.
Two-seamer slider.
Those are
more
the trades.
of that on Talkin' Yanks tomorrow.
Isn't there another trade? No, that's all of them?
I think the Marlins.
Come on.
Tanner Scott and Cole Sulser from the Orioles. Jim, give me 30 seconds. I hate the Orioles. They had 2 guys in their bullpen. Tanner Scott's kind of nasty. It's just, can he throw strikes? Cole Sulser's an MLB bullpen guy. And right before the season, your Orioles have kind of no hope. Hey, when we win games, let's get it to these guys. And right before the season, they're gone. I don't know, Marlins torture teams this year when you get a chance. Orioles, I hate you.
Do you think any Orioles fans were saying that? Like, they're so far gone. I don't think anyone was.
I think they'd love to win a
hanging
couple
on for
ball games when
Sulcer.
they can. Like, we don't really know that feeling as Yankee fans.
Do you know the arms of our chairs can go up and down?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Well, these are new chairs, right?
I think new chairs to this room.
New chairs to this room.
Because the natural position these chairs are in is brutal, and I feel like I end up with a new chair every couple weeks, and I needed it up there.
Pretty excited because sometimes the arms don't fit
Chair
under
swap.
the desk. Now I know how to do that.
Huge.
Uh,
You think any other team's going to, like, kind of shave up their downstairs before the start of the season?
shave off. They're all going to shave. Even if they're not on the Yankees, they're still going to trim up because opening day. You got to look good to play good. You got to feel good. Even if you have a long beard, like Keuchel, he was still trimming that thing. He was maintaining, manscaping it the whole way. Now I'm going to read the copy verbatim. Baseball is back, and I'm sliding into home plate this spring with my freshly shaved balls. Wait, what? You heard that right. My balls are even smoother than Trey Turner's slide after partnership with Manscaped. The global leaders in below-the-waist grooming are helping men take care of their baseballs because chicks don't only dig the long ball, but also the clean balls. Join the other 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with code TALKIN. So there you have it. Trim your balls, Manscaped, 20% off plus free shipping with code TALKIN. Talkin. Some guys traded some of their players to the IL.
Oh.
Biggest news is deGrom.
Yeah.
deGrom going to the IL. Will miss opening day. An MRI revealed a stress reaction in his right scapula.
Yeah.
Stress reactions are injuries due to repetitive movement and are somewhat rare in pitchers' shoulders. They're typically healed through rest. No damage to the shoulder muscles, tendons, or ligaments. The injury is confined to the bone. How long will he be out? They don't really know. It's uncertain. At least 4 weeks, which is just to give the audience something to chew on, but it seems like they have no idea. They really just got to see. And that means, bummer. Scherzer also had a tight hamstring. He's threw a lot of innings this spring, and his arm seems fine. So I'm not really worried about Scherzer's hamstring. He did that in the World Series and pitched as a tight back. But whatever. I'm not worried about Scherzer's hamstring. I also think they're overly cautious.
Yeah,
after deGrom goes down.
Scherzer's throwing tomorrow to see if he can make the opening day start. It would just, if you're a Mets fan, that balloon that's been so inflated, if both of them aren't out there for opening day, you're going to feel that. And it stinks. And, like you're saying with Scherzer, it doesn't. I think they're just being as precautious as possible. We'll see how his throw day goes tomorrow. deGrom stinks, man. It was a really weird ending to last year. A really weird ending. He just kind of evaporated. That day he ran away from reporters, got a little Metsy. Erica, who did our notes here, there's 2 examples of it. They were 2-month injuries. That's, the Mets, if they could make a deal right now that deGrom would be healthy and ready to go for June 1, I think they'd shake that hand instantly. Because so much of their season depends on those 2 guys. That's what's supposed to make the Mets different. When you compare their lineups in the NL East, the Phillies, I think, are scarier. Mets maybe a little more depth, but not those top guys. The Braves are the Braves.
The Braves are the Braves.
So, and both those teams can pitch too, by the way. What was supposed to make the Mets difference is deGrom and Scherzer can win you a game pretty much instantly on any given day. And if this deGrom thing keeps going and going, the Mets' playoff chances just kind of plummet by the week if he's not out there.
He also said he's going to opt out of his contract even if he doesn't play this year. Why is that a question? or answer.
Yeah.
What was the context in which that was said?
Might want to take that back too if he gets hurt?
If he doesn't pitch at all.
Well, that was the question. Like, if you don't play at all, why would?
I think it got addressed because when he showed up at spring training, he told them, "I am opting out after this season." So I guess following up on that,
Because you appreciate just like
the
I'm not
honesty.
gonna don't ask me every day. I'm telling you this now.
Here you go.
Don't bother me.
Media.
That stinks for deGrom. He's very fun to watch. You think Scherzer's happy? Is that what you said?
He wants the pill on opening day.
Okay.
Like, if we're being honest.
I don't think he's happy.
I didn't say he was happy.
I don't think so.
I didn't say he was happy.
Yeah.
5 WAR and 15 starts last year for deGrom.
Other Mets news, kind of. Conforto, most recently a Met. I guess this is something. Boris messaged all the reporters saying that he suffered an injury during training, and that's why he didn't get any interest.
Sure.
It'd be funny if Boris just forgot about him.
Oh, he's with us?
Ugh. Who's been working on Conforto?
We've been turning away those calls. I mean, this sucks for Conforto.
Yeah.
Because he's the next draft pick guy. Teams are just going to wait at this point.
Does he get a qualifying offer? Is that what you said?
Did he have the QO? I thought he did. I thought that was a part of it.
I forget.
Let's go.
I feel like I remember it being noteworthy that he did or didn't get it.
Let me double check.
Oh, because I think he was the guy people thought should take it,
Right.
and he didn't. If I'm right.
Yeah, Conforto, he did.
He got one.
So he's a draft pick guy.
And he declined it. So no one wants to.
They're going to wait
He's
for the
not
pick to
worth
expire.
a draft pick in teams' eyes, is what we're assuming. Or
At this point of his free agency.
point in his free agency, what going on?
You might as well wait, see if your guys click or get injured, and then
At this point, he'd start the season late anyway.
That stinks for him.
yeah, it's like a big miss with the QO.
And if he got injured, how bad could it be to stop what was his market if that's
Who
halted
knows?
it?
Who knows? Yeah, I guess
Offensively, he's good.
he had COVID and his numbers like after that. There's some good stuff there. Some of his previous seasons are big boy seasons. I guess it, life gives you lemons, man. You're one of the few that have gotten screwed by the qualifying offer. You control your own destiny, and you won't be able to get tendered the qualifying offer again. So when that expires and you get a bunch of offers and there's contending teams that are looking to replace a guy via injury or just make a push, like, don't look at the dollars for this contract. Agent Jake here. I'm here to help you, Mike. Go to the best situation so you succeed, and then you get the big bag after this. Keuchel, he got that weird, him and Kimbrel got those weird tweener contracts after they were QO'd. Like half worked out for them. I think if you're Conforto, you still got a good chance to break the bank with a good half season of baseball. So why not?
Interesting move. I don't know.
Tough.
For Boris to be like, hey, if you're wondering why no one signed him, and everyone was kind of like, nah.
We were the people deciding not to sign him.
Well, he sent it to the reporters.
Wasn't what...
Can you tell the public this is why he didn't get signed? I don't know. It's a weird situation. We did not talk. The Yankees also traded for Jose Trevino.
Yeah? Big?
Backup catcher swap at the end of spring. I say it all the time, but it always happens.
Always.
The Yankees trade relievers that don't have options.
Good.
It was the same thing. It
Good
was
clubhouse guy.
Yeah. Can frame pitches.
Rangers love him.
Anything else here you want to talk about? What
We
else
mentioned
have to
Lance
talk about?
Lynn. We said we were going to talk about that with the injuries. We already kind of did that a little bit. Riley Green, the young blood for the Tigers, who had a chance to crack the opening day lineup. Fracture in his right foot. No surgery, but they're looking at 3-4 weeks there.
That was I saw some people tweeting at us because then TPP didn't know who Riley Green was, and I will let everyone know I don't care about prospects.
I like prospects.
Jake does. They were blaming all of us. It wasn't just me. I don't know, but I don't care. How do you not know the 6 best prospects? I was like, I don't know any, unless they're like the Martian or Julio Rodriguez. I know him because of the whole drama.
I think in theory he's one of the ones that's supposed to be in that group, but of the ones that like other teams should know about. But Torkelson, you know.
I know. I didn't know. I thought he already got called up.
First pick, or you need a story attached to them, kind of.
Yeah,
like
but
even
first picks, sometimes aren't like.
It's not an automatic. It's baseball.
1-1.
I know, but even those.
But no, I think those names get in the lexicon.
Could you
now.
list like the last 5 1-1s?
For how much we're in baseball? I think if we said the 1-1s names, I think you'd know all of them.
Oh, there's no way. Could you name them right now?
Not off the top of my head, but I'm not a memory guy that way.
Strasburg, Harper.
Those are good ones.
Appel. Crushed it. What's that, 2012, 13, 14? No, 2008, 9, 10? 9, 10, 11? Whatever, I'm just saying, like,
you're not a prospect guy, and that's fine.
Not a prospect guy. No.
You're the first to admit it. If you were saying you were a prospect guy and you weren't, that's okay.
Got any more 1-1s?
Adley, Casey Mize.
Adley Rushman, Casey Mize.
Dansby
BBD just said these.
I know Casey Mize because he's been called up already.
Yeah.
It's also on the toe in the slab. Mickey Moniak, your guy.
He was 1-1.
Yeah.
I know him because he's got a very punchable looking face. And he always looks super mad in the batter's box.
I skipped Royce Lewis, who you may not be familiar.
Who?
Royce Lewis. He's a big Twins prospect.
Don't know him.
Okay.
I think next year's his year.
And that was talking prospects.
Twins
Farm to Fame covers that.
Farm to Fame.
And Jake. You're a prospects guy.
I like prospects. Ooh.
What?
Yankees, some roster moves.
What they do.
Davian Hill to AAA.
So
it's Banuelos and Clark. Banuelos and Inciarte to AAA.
Can they go down there, like pitch an opening day for AAA and then come up for opening day in the majors?
I think they could.
Probably.
Because opening day for AAA starts before opening day for MLB.
It would seem weird to double up like that for a AAA dub, but...
No, not for AAA dub, to give them another game before they come
Practice
up.
Game?
You're not going to use them Thursday. Friday is an off day. If they can get in a game Tuesday or Wednesday and then join the team Saturday, Sunday, I have no idea. I'm just saying it's still possible.
Right. Well, it's an
just because they went
day.
down doesn't mean they wouldn't be. They're automatically not there.
And that's probably a conversation that's, if you're deep cuts of your team, the minor league season is rolling. Does it start tomorrow? Is that? I think tomorrow's minor league opening day. So, yeah, keep an eye on some of those last roster spots on your team. There might be some funny business going on.
Find out a little earlier this year. Usually it's like morning of opening day. The rosters do. But opening day for the minors, they need to know who they have. So
we have 2 umpire updates. Very exciting stuff.
Yes.
That will change the outcome of everything. One will, one won't. Let's see. DraftKings is finally a baseball read for DraftKings. Look at this. I'll read it verbatim again. Baseball fans, it's time to step up to the plate with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. New customers can bet just $5 on any team to win $200 in free bets if they do. So on opening day or just any game. What's the biggest lock? Because this is just to win. $5 on any team to win. Whoever plays the Orioles?
Probably.
Because who's their opening day starter? Oh, no, they got
John
Means. Pirates? Who's their opening day?
They got Cole Tucker.
Mitch Keller is just throwing nasty stuff. Who's the biggest opening day lock just to win? Leave a comment below. I mean,
I'll get there.
Who's got the best pitcher? Scherzer? Is he going to get it?
I don't know if he's pitching.
Bueller, is he getting the pill?
Cole's pretty good. People like him.
Cole's good, but they're playing the Red Sox, and he just struggled against them, and the Yankees can't hit Evaldi that well, so
Redemption.
that's... Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code JOHNBOY. Bet just $5 and win $200 in free bets if the team wins their game. That's promo code JOHNBOY at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball.
Biggest favorite on opening day is Braves playing the Reds. Molly versus Fried in Atlanta.
Okay. Bet on the Braves. Bet on the Braves. So 2 things from the umpires. 1, they're going to be mic'd up. They will now be equipped with on-field mics to inform the stadium crowds of replay decisions. It's a problem on the broadcast as well because the broadcasters have to guess what's going on. Right. But it's a huge problem at the stadium. If you've been to a game in the last 10 years, anytime there's a replay, you grab your phone and you text your dad or your brother or your buddy who's watching the game at home and you say, what's going on? And it should be the other way around because you're at the stadium. MLB, it's awesome you did this, but let's not forget you're honestly 10 years too late. Like the most late you could be on something, but it's great for moving forward.
Late to the party. I think what was big for them was basketball really went the next level. During basketball replays, the ref literally comes over to the broadcast. There's a camera right in his face. And he's like, it's off his finger. We're going that way. Their ball. And it's like, oh, all right. Like NFL's, they're the NFL. They've been doing their thing for a while with the replay review and that. But, yeah, I mean, the in the stadium was insanity. Insanity. Because on the broadcast, you're getting replay reviews and opinions, and you land there. But in the stadium, you're thumb up the butt for a little bit.
Like, there's times you're at the stadium, and you don't even know what they're reviewing.
Yeah.
You don't know if they're reviewing that it hit him, or that it was catcher's interference, or that it was a balk. Like, you don't even know. And then they come back, and they go, and then you'll never know.
Yeah.
And sometimes I've done a lot of breakdowns on these, and the broadcast booth is like, I don't know what they were reviewing. And then they have to wait till a runner runs up. They're checking to see if it hit him. And they're like, oh, okay.
Nice.
So great. It's good. They'll announce who is making the challenge, what is being challenged, and then after the review is completed, announce the verdict with a brief explanation. This has been a long time coming. I am excited to hear some of these umpires' voices. And Joe West might come out of retirement just to get his voice on a microphone.
Oh, he's so mad.
He is so mad.
This is why they did it. They outlasted him.
Yeah.
Damn.
I can't. Some of these umps are going to be like.
That's so messed up.
Some of these umps are going to be gun shy on the mic. They're going to be nervous.
That's so messed up.
And they're going to get booed.
Sorry, Joe. Oh.
It's going to be.
And they're still going to get a couple wrong, and that'll be messy, but we'll have some fun with it.
Oh, that's awesome. The other news is that they are, and this was older news, but they're changing the way they're checking for sticky stuff because it became obvious to most pitchers just started using it again in September and October last year. If you look at a lot of the spin rate charts, just right back up. And the umpires were checking 3 spots. So pitchers started hiding it in different spots.
Not the 3 spots.
Not the 3 spots that were getting checked. It was basically like, never mind, that's a bad example.
I
was going to say when the town announces the DUI checkpoints on Highway 505 and 1st Street today or whatever, and then you're like, why would you announce that? And they're like, legally, we have to. And it's like, well, I don't know. The real bad problem guys out there.
I think your comp is a music festival. If you walk into a music festival, they're checking people for drugs, and they like pat down your pockets and your ankles. So people are like, okay, well, you either put it in your shoe or girls put it in their boob. Yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, okay. That's where I put my sticky stuff whenever I go to a concert, right on the boob.
Seen it. So they're going to the checks will focus on pitchers' hands, not just their hat, glove, and belt. Oh, we're going to check their fingers.
We're going to start looking at their hands where they throw the ball.
Yeah, the thing that, oh. Turns out we weren't checking their fingers at all. And it doesn't matter where it is before their fingers. It just matters if it gets to their fingers. So it's pretty dumb that we weren't checking their fingers. So you know what we're going to do this year? We're start checking their fingers.
We're going to start checking the fingers because that's where they pitch from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I think we all agree kind of adds up. We should check their fingers.
Because again, still pitching. Okay. That's big.
It's huge news.
Isn't part of it like they are allowed to like automatically eject guys too if they see them wipe their hand on the way to the check?
I don't have that
I
here.
read that somewhere.
The new enforcement procedure is a tacit. What's that word? T-A-C-I-T?
It means silently.
Is it pronounced tacit?
Tacit.
Tacit admission
approval would be like your
Silent approval.
silently.
Oh, MLB's memo about the new enforcement procedure is a silent admission that pitchers began cheating again late last season as they learned workarounds to the routine checks by umpires. Yes. So, there you go.
Huge.
That's so funny that we're going to check their fingers this
We
time.
forgot to check the fingers. It's good.
Did we miss anything? Did we miss any other updates? Chat, do you want to throw any topics at us randomly real quick?
A fun one. Pujols will be getting the start on opening day. That's just straight up fun and be a good applause. We like a good applause. Okay. And then, yeah, the kids we kind of talked about. Julio Rodriguez is getting the start for the Mariners, and after his whole saga, their outfield is fun. Mitch Haniger, underrated, and then it's Kelnick and Julio Rodriguez, like two all-potential outfield guys. Who are the other guys? Torkelson's going to be out there on opening day. That's cool. We like young players getting the opportunity.
Yeah, but don't put the weight of the world on them. We saw Kelnick last year, like he struggled a little bit.
The world's
and then it
heavy.
gets better. They've never measured it.
What was that?
They've never measured it.
The scientists have a guess. I remember one day we did that, and I was like, shut up.
Chase and Shreve
Lights out this spring.
made the Mets opening day roster.
Oh, Bobby Witt Jr. was the other guy that I was blanking on. There's some studs. Paston just retweeted Alden Gonzalez like the AL this year. Adley Rushman should get called up at some point. Riley Green.
But I don't understand. How are young kids making the MLB if kids don't care or play baseball?
Okay.
I just never understood that.
It's one of those, if you get hurt and miss work, it won't hurt to miss work.
Blue Jays release Greg Bird. Julio Rodriguez makes up Mariners opening day roster. I'm just at MLB trade rumors, just reading every headline.
Sure.
Twins sign Chance Cisco to minor league deal.
Ooh.
Twins designate Danny Colombe.
No.
They designate Jose Godoy
Stop.
for assignment.
Make it stop. It's in the box.
Reds roster cuts. Akiyama,
No.
Wingenter, and Knapp. Hey, do you want to talk about Seiya? He's been lighting it up, and he's got Ohtani's swing, kind of.
And he's cool, and I think I followed him on Twitter.
Wow.
So,
Rangers to select Charlie Culberson, Matt Bush, Matt Carpenter assigned to AAA.
okay. Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, I followed Seiya.
Okay. And
At Suzuki
any good
underscore Seiya underscore SB. His last tweet looks like it's promoting a bag.
just a bag.
Just a bag, like a carry stuff around town bag.
Trevor Rosenthal, drawing interest.
I bet. Dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Braves select Darren O'Day. And Luke Jackson on a 60-day IL.
Stinks.
Yeah.
Hurt.
Matt Brash makes Mariners rotation. I just saw someone in our own chat say they were excited about that.
Yeah, that was another guy that, you know, he kind of had the 5 spot, but they didn't know if there would be funny business. Because it's really easy with a starting pitcher, especially at the start of the year. but they're giving them that. Like, good vibes in Seattle. Good energy.
Now, do you think they are totally overcome because of the Rotary Club meeting?
Yes.
So maybe everything happens for a reason.
Okay.
That's all the updates. Those are all the updates. Shohei. Someone said Shohei.
Justin
mark.
Upton DFA'd.
God.
So the Angels believe in their young outfielders. My Angels. He'll catch on with another team at some point this year. Let's see what you got, Jupton. And yeah, I guess that's my final note would be that Dodgers-Angels game in L.A., 44,000 people in the crowd going nuts for a game that literally does not matter. Let's go, baseball.
Pirates making serious effort, in quotes, they put it in quotes, making serious effort to extend Cabrera's.
Yeah, there's actually a good tweet with that. That was like they tried to extend him before, but they didn't give a good effort. Like, oh. Nice.
Seems like a waste of time.
Hey,
Okay.
I know we suck up to our guy, but we love him. Cole Tucker had an awesome spring training, and I love him.
He did?
Yeah, 872 OPS.
What are some other stats? Hold up his face while you're saying them.
In 10 games, 34 plate appearances.
Batting average good? On base good? How many homers? 3? 1 triple?
2 homers, 1 triple, 1 double, 548 slug, 872 OPS, 258 batting average. He's kind of a power guy. He's a big guy.
He looks more connected is what Trevor Plouffe
So
said.
connected right now. Play the man. Play the band. Eat your ham.
Yeah. Friends are doing well. Friends of the pod are doing well. I mean, Cole Tucker and Taylor Hearn, two of the nicest, like actual friend, like text to talk. Very nice guys. And Hearn had a good spring and is getting the opening day start.
Oops.
In Texas, where he's from.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
I'm going to play the outro music, but I can't listen to it in my headphones because in my headphones it sounds
like
crazy.
aliens.
I'm going to listen to it.
Aliens fucking.
Normal for a second. Sounds like a terrible jazz band covered it with a half-dead member. Jake sucks.